and welcome to the new Tug.com fabric room. I'm really rather pleased with this. I've spent a little while building it and preparing it in return for quite a large amount of sarcasm from Kathleen, who points out that I'm the only person that she knows that has managed to expand into a smaller space. This room is smaller than the room where previously my fabric was, but that was shared with other things. This new room is dedicated entirely to fabric. In the middle, in pride and place, is my new scaffold for the fabric itself. This is designed so that all of these are on aluminium rollers, so I can take them on and off really easily. One of the problems that I had with my shelving for fabric in the past was when you take it and you put it and squeeze it down a long shelf, the fabric tends to get creased, a bit like this one here is. And I don't really want that happening to fabric that I need to send to customers. So being able to lift it straight on and off these pulls is a whole lot better. This fabric is TGS. This is the good stuff. Which is the fabric that PLK in New Zealand are using to build nearly all of their kites. It comes in now 16 colours. Originally it was 15, but we've recently added a new one, which is this pink. Rather beautiful. And it's a colour selection that's chosen by the guys in New Zealand for building kites with, where most fabric is generic nylon for whatever you might use it for. This has been designed and woven specifically for making kites, so it is optimized to our use. Where other people do things that's a general nylon that you might use for sailboats, you might use for parachutes, and you might use for balloons or whatever. This is purpose specified for kite flying. And one of the things that goes with that is that it has colours that we need for building kites. So there's the beige that we use in pigs and dogs and things like that. Also down here somewhere, where is it? We have brown, which is a colour that's missing from lots of ranges of fabric. So a really, really nice selection. Nice purple here. So which keeps many flies. There's a lot of demand for purple. It's very important to many people. So I'm quite pleased with this. Huge amount of stock. So I don't stock other people's fabric for things like that. It's only the TGS, and I have lots of it here. So that if you need to do a big project, for example, the guys in New Zealand, when they need to do one of the really big whales, they make sure that they build a whale and all of the fabric comes from the same dye stock. So it's the same batch and precisely the same colour. So if you're doing something big and need to have that match across a number of rolls, come and talk to me, because I have them all neatly wrapped here, so I can pick 2 or 3 rolls to do exactly what you need. There is a second fabric that I stock here, and that is this. This is Bainbridge Banner nylon. This is the specialist fabric that Linda Sanders swears by, and I think most people would agree that she is definitely the queen of banner making. This is not stocked in the UK. Bainbridge in the UK just don't have it. So if you want this, I have it in a fair range of colours, and it is unusual because this has been professionally slit. Each of these rolls is 75 centimetres wide, which is the width of a banner. So you only need to buy what you need to use. And it's ready to incorporate into your banner straight off. So a little bit unusual, something you can't get hold of in the UK, but here at Tug.com we have a reasonable selection of it. Because TGS is a fabric that is designed by kite flyers for kite flyers, my swatch book is perhaps a little bit unusual. As you see, it's long and thin, and this is so that you can take a couple of swatches. Let's have a look at yellow and aqua blue here, and see how they react when they are illuminated from behind and you're looking through them. So if that will focus, you can see that the yellow and the blue gives a nice shade of green. Anyway, let's have a look at my racking system in anger. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pick the purple because it's handy. Just lift it out, complete with the aluminium bar in it, and stick it into my measuring machine. Now I know that this is just a little bit Heath Robertson, but it works very nicely. So I can take that, come in, and roll it out, reset my measuring machine, and start measuring fabric. And know that every time that I do that, they're getting a nice accurate measurement. So I don't have to waste fabric, and you are always confident that you're getting the amount that you pay for. When I measure the fabric, I measure it bearing in mind the package that it needs to go into. This package here is a box that qualifies within the postal system as a large letter. So I can use that to sand 2 or 3 meters without folding it too hard, and still manage to get a reasonable rate for the postage. So it's not unreasonable to order a single meter of fabric. The next size up is this box. This is absolutely to gauge to be a small parcel within the Royal Mail's definition. Most postmasters find it difficult to believe and are forever taking out their tape measure and checking it, but it does qualify and gives me the maximum opportunity to fold fabric as gently as possible into the box. If it's not going to fit in the large letter, my next option is this. This will do 10 or 20 meters or so. If that's not big enough, I have a bigger box. This one, this makes a cube 41 centimeters on a side. So if you have a larger order of fabric, I will fold it gently into this. All these boxes are by my friends at Kite Packaging. I quite like working with them. I have to admit, I only investigated them because I like the name, but it turns out that Kite Packaging do rather good deals on cardboard, and I've ordered quite a lot of stuff and sent it around the world from Kite Packaging. It's just the appropriate thing to have on a box that contains kites. Finally, I have a large stock of these large cardboard tubes. So I do like using these because it keeps the fabric in pristine condition. However, there's a penalty to pay for these, that the couriers, for a start, a lot of couriers won't accept packages that are this long. UPS will accept it, but they do charge a premium for doing it. So it's generally something that I'm only doing for a large order that justifies the cost of doing it. So this is goodbye from me and goodbye from Kate. We're very pleased with our new fabric warehouse, and we hope to serve lots of you from it as soon as possible. Thank you. You could go.